especially seeing like when you have such a weak bot lane 2v2 of even having to hide behind your own minions. But RNG are reading this.
Uh-oh. This is going to be some trouble for Wink. Yeah, he immediately flashes the heal. Going to come out to Breathe. Is running him down. And Ming, there's that go in no matter what style. And RNG going to give LWX first blood. Huge stuff. And On has just taken a trip down to no man's land. He's just going to let Tianjin go over there. The blast code not going to save him this time around. He'll cleanse anyways. Trying to get to the turret here, but Ming's got a stun and he's ready to go. Oh, Ming gets chunked by the turret, gets turreted back. It is 2 minutes in, and we are getting kills everywhere across the bot lane as Breathe is now going to try to run away from Tianjin.
This is an absolute mess. Seems like it's just going to go down being a 2 for 2 in the end. But the difference, Mazel, is where the advantages have gone, right? I mean, hell, I guess Breathe did get one of the kills, so your top lane being set a bit behind, so aggressively to find this vision. And both jugglers are already back down here. It makes no sense.
Isn't it nice to see Wei and Ming reunited again? I don't know if they've got this one, though. It is a team flex just immediately. He already knows what was going wrong here. LWX is going to help clean up one, but now he's in a lot of hurt here. Ming's going to try to stop, though. The flash does end up coming out. Surprised he still had that after all this craziness early on. Ming's just getting run down. The approach velocity is working out so well for Wink, and he's using his ADC roots to do some serious damage. Now LWX, in a fight for his life, gets one back, and I cannot believe that LWX is now going to go down. He's sitting at 3-1, and a double kill goes over to Wink.
Great read by Tianjin to be able to match there. Oh, he's crying. Is he going to find a solo kill?
No, one more. Oh, flash is not.
Grubbies. So that was just the first
Nice.
word that came out.
I liked it. I'm glad. Subconscious helping me out there. But
he needed, right? Because he has been the one who has survived through most of the action in bot side, picked up kills, been picking up XP.
They're going to go for it. The volley. The approach velocity is doing work. Magnet Storm, because Tianjin was already level 6, and LWX is quick to fall on. Not even going to get close to going down, and Ming just has to...
bot lane.
It's so crazy to me to see. I know we're focused on the top side of the map, but man, to see LWX in an RNG jersey, let alone paired alongside Ming, obviously a FPX world champion, but now we'll see if Breathe and Wei can combo Dombo onto YSKM, and they do.
Yeah, just keeping it relevant.
Over RNG's second dragon.
And I think great call by them, just trying to make RNG's life harder. Keeping my eyes on Tianjin with that Magnet Storm. The way that IG are playing this choke, it'd be disastrous.
He's really careful. He's by himself over here, and he's just getting bursted out. LWX easily cleans that one up.
Trying to make sure that RNG don't get anything for free. Have made some mistakes along the way, which is still let that happen. But now with the vision control coming down, LWX is going to keep dishing out damage from a safe range. We got to keep our eyes on Wink, though. He has Enchanted Crystal Arrow. If LWX or Ming or anyone oversteps, they could just be gone.
Problem is, Tianjin doesn't necessarily have the item situation. Breathe is going to be the one tanking that arrow. He's under the Rift Herald, though, so it's very hard to get the damage to stick onto him. Tang Yuan has now also found another entrance here. Rift Herald getting oh so low. It pops its back, but it's Wei who actually gets it in the end. Meanwhile, Odd picks off Ming. The eye has been secured, and RNG make it out, losing one.
With the 5 grubs, they're still going to get some of these mites to come and help them out, and RNG can't answer.
There's just so many mites, and that's what we've seen actually so many times in the LPL. Teams just willing to give over.
5, insane.
I just love seeing it into Azir. Like, I don't know how many times we've seen just the better hands player have a good time with the Akali against the Azir. And I'm not saying Crying doesn't have hands, but it's so impressive. Good times. I still remember one of my favorite memories, and something I'll probably never get to do again, is the year I came into LPL. Aki played Zed. Speaking of, though, oh, Ming does get pushed out. Wei with a big engage. The Change of Corruption going to connect onto multiple members now as well. Wei is out of there too, and Cryan has already bit the dust. Breathe is moving forward. He's got that Phoenix form, and Tang Yuan's looking for a way in. They've got so much damage on the YSKM, but Ming goes in. Tang Yuan's on the back line now as well. On, connected on, and perfect executed. The Storm Surge even comes in on top. The lightning raining on the side of RNG. And they've got a Rift Herald as well to charge into the turret, but they're looking at their 3rd dragon of the game.
They're going to be getting so much on the map from this mid lane turret, like you said, already making their way to dragon. They could pivot someone down to bot to even, potentially catch that wave right now if they want, and really just
I do think there's a lot of that fight back still available for IG, and they just need to pick a better fight. We also got the Terminus just completed a second item there for On, so a little bit more sustained power in the fight.
And again, like, as we're kind of honing back in over the spot side, On gonna try and come down to kill Breathe. No Ghost.
I think they might actually be able to do this. I mean, he's got so much health damage as that Kraken Slayer comes working. Oh, but he misses the Void Seeker there. He's going to need to kind of get in here. Gets one more auto attack. On gets his 5th kill of the game.
I mean, still hard though, right? Don't necessarily need to, like, try and bait, haha, we're going to do a Baron. It's like, no, like, you're pretty low low DPS when you have Hope Forest and the Holly. Wei.
Oh, God. Wei just decides he is done for, and Ming just says, hey, I'll help you, buddy. 450 smackaroo. You know, if he just had the Umbral Glaive, that would help a lot as well for control. Breathe is taking another outer tower and just doing Udyr.
That Wink's putting up. And look at the side lanes in favor of IG, pushing into RNG's bot lane turret.
Oh, this is a big flank from Tong Yuan. Solar Flare goes wide. Ming is going to get that intro on, getting low. The Killer Instinct. Oh, he's still going to get perfectly executed there. And Tong Yuan still got the secondary activation. He does need to go back in as the rest of RNG get a little bit low, end up not using that second activation, so it'll end up being a 2-for-1.
To stop this one, so it is just going to be Soul going over to RNG.
So both objectives so far.
Isolate a target, take them out with Enchantress Solera or the Killer Instinct.
Oh, they're using the Hex Gates. Have you watched Arcane? Because RNG have. Wink in some trouble again. Oh my God, that piercing arrow pierced through the screen into my face, it felt like. As it is 1 kill going over. A lot of pings. Ming's not been seen yet. They didn't see him with that ward shot. LWX going to be tanking a lot. Tong Yuan has another flank. Ming needs to get in there. LWX is just gone. A big Emperor's Divide to separate back the fight, but now RNG are just running at IG, and YSKM has no answer here. He's getting locked down. Tong Yuan, he's looking for the back line now too. On actually dodging out of the 5-point strike, but Breathe is right there to smack him down, and Ming gets the kill in the end. They are burning away from the presence of RNG here, and another Zenith Blade connects as Ming makes sure to go down for the team. Tong Yuan picks off the straggler, and RNG end up in a wonky one fight. 4 members of Sky Lyric, but I think that's a little bit of a tall task they asked for, but a tall task that was asked. No, don't get bait. It was so curious to me when he first came in because it was back and forth, right? He was actually pulled back out when Angel came through, but there's been the likes.
I feel like Tong Yuan has made his way from being what I think a lot of people would have considered like an underwhelming, bit unreliable. Oh, we have a team fight.
They're right under tower. They don't even care. Just gonna take it. Oh, LWX can't get the last one. Tong Yuan, hey, there's that man. We were just talking about him. Does end up getting on over to the other side. He wanted that shutdown so badly. He'll get that 1,000 gold, but he'll also die.
Honestly, though, right? You take that. You take that 1,000 gold.
With a deep flank here. IG weren't really ready for it. Do end up pulling Cryin over here. I don't know if that's where you want to step towards Cryin, as the Elder Dragon already going down. Tianjin will be body blocked by Ming on the way there. And it is gone, my friends, as now the rest of IG need to be very careful because Breathe is just running. And Tong Yuan has the wings of a dragon on his back as he goes forward. They're going to connect. And the scream of the Elder Dragon fills the rift as RNG take the bodies of IG.
It was a great early game from IG, but it wasn't enough. Now with this Elder, you can see RNG are just deleting IG. They have minions, and they're going to look for the win.
IG backs against the wall here. RNG looking to put a step above in their record here as they go into Chinese New Year. It's RNG looking like they're firing on all cylinders. Tong Yuan 7-1 on the Akali. We'll see one more engage from IG. They still have the Elder Dragon. Ming getting a little bit low as they do end up getting the execution. Ming dies to good old Tianjin, but the Nexus is bare, and RNG know exactly where to hit it, and that's 1-0. Fest up there, but it really has just been the story of RNG having prio in lanes when it matters. Oh, here we go.
Got a different story.
It looks like Breathe overstayed his bounds here and forgot he's up against the Jax. Luckily, Wei is here to help him out. The flash comes through. Wind does become lightning, and YSKM gets taken out for first blood.
YSKM, he thought he's covering over for now.
I think they know something is up. Wei is going to come around the corner here. On almost takes that poke there. Crying gonna reveal the plan. Tianzhen, there's the engage with the shockwave up from Wei and Tong Yuan. The dragon goes down. Pop Blossom not going to connect onto anybody. Tong Yuan's looking for an angle on the Cryin, but it's immediately turned back around on. And it's LWX and Co trying to take down ING, and they do. I can't believe it has turned out this way. It's a 2-for-1. So
RNG are now on the back foot, having to make like maybe decisions they otherwise wouldn't want to because IG have this stack building up.
How? Okay, well, Wise Game is about to punish Breathe. He's still a new deer. Got to be a little bit careful. I was just going to ask, how did we get to 4 plates taken top? There's the combo, and the Wombo follows. Tong Yuan gets the kill in mid lane. He just starts in front of Dragon.
And now 2 ults already backed up for RNG. Equal. Oh, Chitrastar doesn't
The uprights. Oh, On gets devoured there, though. Nicely saved by Wink. Good combo from a long-standing duo of IG. We'll see Cryin now on the edge, gets shockwaved. Ming coming over too. Cryine's going for the big Pop Blossom. He connects onto Tong Yuan. Tong Yuan gets sniped, but he gets the damage right back. And it's a trade, 1-for-1 so far. Wei's now locked down. Dragon going over to Tianzhen though. And it's actually secured as now the fight continuing. The big cease and desist over the wall, but Wei is health stealing his way to victory here. My God, he's still alive as LWX kicks in the doorstep. IG, the multi-target ability of the Sundered Sky, being able to hit multiple members and get that healing back. It's absolutely nutty. And now we see the Rift Herald already going down, but it's Ming who might have paid the price, but it's just the bait. As IG now having to run away. That'll be the True Shot Barrage. LWX playing real aggressive there because Tong Yuan is coming on the back. Misses the shockwave, and this is the turnaround from IG, but Tianzhen is no longer there to say anything. TP has come in. They got the Pop Blossom combo, and they are going to take down Wei. That's a nice little shutdown going through. They got to be real careful, though. Tong Yuan's on the flank. Breathe is now coming up, and On is a sitting duck here as he's just going to get exploded. The rest of the fight, though, LWX finds himself in no man's land somehow. Breathe has helped clean down On, and he's now running down YSKM and Crying. It's just like your favorite horror movie, although IG might not be liking that one too much. They will be able to leap strike their way away, and RNG won't find it. They might be on the back end of an overextension, though. Tianzhen has made it back from the dead, and it's not the living dead. It's Tianzhen from IG. I don't think the Breathe is going to do too much back here, as he does need to be a little bit careful of the turnaround. Looks like he was just waiting for Tong Yuan, and we're just still going, Lyric.
Yeah, they're just keep going forward. You saw it. Breathe doesn't look like he's going to do much here. Breathe thinks he's going to do a lot, but now it's all members of IG.
Breathe is the one that dies out of all of this, out of all this craziness. He's the one.
Anything in, or if they'll just try to keep Tianzhen in that brush around bot and set up for a potential pick. We see Cryin taking a turn in top, so nice trades.
Shockwave available. Ming is here too. Tianzhen decided to stop his back for like the 3rd time. He actually commits to it because Ming is hovering. Meanwhile, topside, Cryin might just die here. That is an Udyr, and you gotta fear the deer when you're up against Breathe. RNG's top laner comes up with another solo bolo.
Finds one. The action's not stopping as Wei goes in.
YSKM does some work here. Wei is way overextended. He's under tower too. He's not taking the tower though. Tong Yuan's doing that one. Nice little flash from On with the lockdown. Will secure Wei. Wings trying to find an angle there. Does get the tongue lash onto Ming. Ming's trying to speed up, but the Dawning Shadow signals the engage. One more, and the YSKM comes over the top for a double kill.
So now we're going to see some kills finally down once again.
He's trying to look for the ulti there. Didn't find what he was looking for. We do have those second items completed for mid laners. I think they're going to be super important here. Speaking of, though, we got the engage with the shockwave there, and Wink's already gone off the board here for IG.
Yeah, Wink steps too far forward, gets punished.
I've about this item before, but I think it's interesting that you're gonna. I guess the conversation is always: do you just go more damage, or do you try to go more sustain here? And it seems like the idea for Brian find that team-wide sustain. And RNG, Ming pays the price just like Wink did. Wei's gonna try to go right back in. He's in some trouble now though. Does get locked down, but guess who's here? It's the deer. And Crying goes for the big Pop Blossom. Gets onto 2 members here with the Tangle Barb on top of it. Dawning Shadow too. They got the engage from YSKM, and 2 more are gone from RNG. IG starting to fight back with this team-based comp.
Even seeing a bit of difference.
We do see them burning it down pretty heavily. Breathe can just run in there and do some work as the damage from Tong Yuan's not going to register just yet. He's going to try to get an angle over here. The Baron going so low, and it will be secured by Tianzhen. Meanwhile, Breathe just caught on the back end of it, trying to get some damage on a YSKM. Won't find it and goes down anyways.
Now IG having the Baron should be able to
with
bring
RNG, where they once were over 4,000 gold in the deficit, and their composition is strong as a whole when we're getting forced around objectives. And meanwhile, there's no objective yet, but the Enchanted Crystal Arrow is going out. Breathe is on top of Wink and Cryan, but Cryan does get devoured there and is safe as sound.
So neither side is going to lose anyone here. IG just trying to suffocate RNG out.
Tianjin. That was bold. he saw Breathe on the Udyr. He's like, I can fight this guy. He does take a brunt of damage though, and now needs to be a lot more careful with his positioning. He does have a lot of CC, a lot of sustain, but it's not going to be enough. He's got the Vault Breaker, and it's the flash from Wei to secure the kill with that Crescent Guard.
I also love how even now we're seeing nice breaking points for this Nico. A ton of burst. Even if it is nerfed, to try to take down people like LWX or Tangyuan. Have maintained control, so you can see what RNG are doing now, right? Grouping up as a 5-man unit, saying, hey, we are going to get tested on size and try and fight for some of this.
Yeah, I mean, this is soul for IG as well. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow connects this time on the Wink again. They do just try to burn down the Catfish, but he's a tank for a reason. Cease and desist on a backline. Here comes YSKM. That combo you were talking about. YSKM finds LWF, and a big shockwave. Is it going to be the difference maker? It is not. As IG, they fight back tooth and nail, and they beat down RNG.
And it was IG with the combo this time. Tianjin jumping in with YSKM on ultimate on top of all of it. Now we'll see how much damage they're able to do. They have 30 seconds on the clock.
They are going to look at this tier 2 tower, and it was the combo from hell. This team is actually working in sync with each other now. And it feels like it's a turning of the tide in this game. As the mid inhib goes out, they should be turning back onto this dragon because it'll be a Hex Soul for IG.
Pull this one back, even a Wit's End now. Being brought out for YSKM. Really putting a lot of emphasis on the damage at Tangyuan. Or hell, even the slight damage that, if there are some, right, center point of the map, can easily pivot into any objective that comes through. Now they're really going to be hoping to find a pick. We've seen the last 2 times. Okay, Arrow.
Cryan blocks it with the clone. Tianjin's now looking for backline access. YSKM starting to do some work on Bree. Tianjin misses the Vault Breaker as Wei is in the backline now. Tianjin's getting locked down. He tries to go in. True Shot barrage across, but YSKM has cleared it. It's a 1-for-1. Both junglers down. Breathe is finding himself in the midst of everything, and he is still the tank to be feared. Cryan able to use a little bit of damage and the Tango Barb there as the LWX still chunking down Wing pretty heavily here. It's looking like a standoff in mid lane, 1-for-1.
But now we see the pivots down towards bot, trying to get this vision out. We still have ults up for everybody. So there's still a lot of opportunity for a really big combo to come through.
Oh my god. On can tank it though. He can sustain because he is this Senna. They're gonna go in. They caught Breathe. They're gonna be able to do some damage here though. Looking over the wall, YSKM, and the Pop Blossom from Cryan. That separates the entire fight. You gotta pick them apart though. Tianjin is way overextended, but the rest of IG are following it. Meanwhile, Cryan gets one shot by Tangyuan. But it's IG running down Breathe and running down RNG. They're coming down the mid.
They don't even be able to bluff about wanting to take a fight. Mazel will all know. IG will know. They ain't taking no damage. Has already been done. The key damage dealer is taken out from RNG side. And as Tangyuan, right, once your combos kind of blow.
Our second game in a row, Elder Dragon has made its appearance in here. We're getting a little bit of a late game scuffle as the final push in bot side, just destroying the turret and the inhib easily. See, one little engage from IG away from finishing. Wei just gets that engage delivered hot and fresh to his doorstep. Tangyuan's the first one to bite the dust, and YSKM with a big leap strike, counter strike, and they're just trying to chase down the kills now. LWX will also fall. The Elder Dragon really getting its miles worth out of its wings, and the final Nexus tower falls. IG have done it. They've tied us up 1-1. Wei has gone for a level 2. God, this is so good from RNG.
They have no idea.
They have literally no idea. Ignite comes down. I think IG is starting to get a handle on the situation here. They're going to go for the guaranteed first blood, and they're going to give it over to Wei. A beautiful rocket grab gets on back and burns his, at least, consistency for this roster. And I think that's a lot of the same conversation we've had for RNG. Because, yes, we've seen Wei and Ning.
Lost.
That's actually pretty big. And they, again, that dragon going over was being knocked down. But,
I'm going to
here
be
they are.
tentative on it, just because it's like, okay, we had the JDG roster last year. That didn't work out. I'm not going to get my hopes up twice. Oh, finds the hook.
He got him. That's the combo. He got the bailout, though. That's actually pretty big. Bought a lot of time there. But Wei will end up getting traded right back. It'll be the 1-for-1. Both junglers going down.
Still, I mean, waiting into a potential flank angle.
The Rip Herald used as a distraction perfectly, actually. But IG not going to take the bait. The dragon did get started up at Tang Yuan. He's got that flank. And Wink, oh, he waits to pull the trigger just a little too long. But Tianjin is eliminated, as all you needed was the lockdown, and Tianjin gets grabbed.
Potential engage that can follow through. But you highlighted it. LWX also pretty big now with that opportunity. These hooks are always like a pixel off from connecting. Even potentially set up for YS Cam to come around if RNG tend to overgroup in mid. Doesn't seem like that's going to be the play just yet.
Team, and that just means IG start the dragon here.
And RNG still at least posturing around. They don't have to. They're already on soul point themselves. Breathe.
Oh, and it's just about to go down. He does get that hostile takeover used to save him, and now Breathe just finds himself caught out. Dragon goes over to IG, and they're showing some life here, Lyric.
Now 39 seconds on the Aatrox. Do they just pivot over towards the Baron? We see Wink making his way up there now, but doesn't look like it. Just wanting to get some vision control set up and taking this turret in mid. So not feeling like they can do it fast enough, because they're going to be packing a punch. And this is why they feel so confident.
Ooh, Ming gonna go for Tianjin again. That just can't be the grab. Oh, Avenger Beams are down. Pop Blossom is in. They got the combo into On, and he's gone. That's Tianjin. Now the focus. YS Cam goes on to Breathe. Breathe finds the backline. Oh my God, that's a world-ending Aatrox right there. The Emperor's Divide is gonna separate, and as IG run away, they are lacking 2 members.
There we go. Kind of work off the back of it and then follow it up really nicely. You can see Tianjin trying to lock him down with the flash.
Oh,
Doesn't
we're
matter.
not stopping, baby. We're going right at it. And look who's on the back line again. Breathe. As YS Cam's getting handled by Wei. It's a nice combo to Breathe. He gets taken out. And IG feeling a lot more confident now to step into the Dragon Pit. RNG have played their hand.
And we just see every time RNG end up being so disconnected and IG being so on top of feeling back, but this Dragon's still going on.
Look at the flank. He found him. He didn't get the flash, but he got the damage. And now Crying is right here, almost down. And RNG are looking for it. Tang Yuan's going for a flank now, too. And they just keep trading out who's going to go in. The Dragon ends up going over to IG. And RNG not going to make a play on Century. They'll end up being spotted out.
Oh, flank now going to come through from Tang Yuan.
Baron is very low, but IG feeling a lot less confident. Wait, what has happened? Bailout comes through, but he's going to die within the Fate's call. He does end up getting it out. Tianjin goes wide, and IG, they need to be a lot more careful here as Ming is looking for a big rocket grab. Breathe and Wei. They are on the edges here as now Crying stepping up against his old team, doing some work, but IG are on the wrong side of town. Got to find a way to cross the tracks. Wei goes in. Wei finds Crying, but the re-engage from Tianjin's pretty big to set it up, and On smacks it down. As now Tang Yuan gets soloed out in the end, and that's a big fight from IG, and it's a big fight all the way around. The Baron goes over to Invictus. Cusp of a 3rd in a row.
But Breed's nowhere close. Sure, he is TP, but not going to be able to contend.
He's somewhere on the map, and he's being sneaky.
Oh, Breathe has a position as well.
Oh, my God. No way. IG have just put themselves in a bear trap, and we're just waiting as the seconds go by for it to close. As you hear the tick-tick, here it comes as IG can't get their foot caught in the trap. Wei is now caught in his own trap a little bit, but they've gotten a triple pincer as a Pop Blossom. There it goes. That snapped right onto the ankle of IG, but they're fighting right back. They're not letting this one go. Breathe has found Crying. Breathe has gotten a big one, but a triple kill has gone On, and all 5 members of RNG fall to their own bait and end up on the post mantle of IG.
And YSKM and Tianjin do so much there. They're distracting all the other members of RNG, and now with these death timers, they're going to be able to start breaking down this base.
The question becomes, are IG the real deal? Maybe they haven't had the hardest competition so far, but they're going to end their first spree in a bang fashion as the last series before Chinese New Year, IG is looking to put themselves at a 4-1 scoreline, and in wonderful fashion as well. YSKM showing up, On and Wink being stable, and a wonderful 2-1 series from Invictus Gaming.
IG.